Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Take on Tottenham. My name is Ben and this is my take on Tottenham. And full-time result, Rennes 2, Tottenham 2 in the Europa Conference League. I hate saying it, but we have to now. 2-2 full-time result. First match of the group stage. And on paper, you would say probably Tottenham's most difficult match. Rennes are a good team. They produce a lot of talent. Most recently Camavinga, obviously getting a move to Real Madrid. So, they're a good team. I think the team that Spurs put out, again, if you look at on paper, should have been able to get past it, but we, for some reason, didn't, and we will get into that. Because it was a really strong starting lineup as well. I think a lot of people were, take it or leave it how you think about the Europa Conference League. For me, as much as I think the idea of it is a terrible idea, it is what it is. It's also a trophy at the end of the day. And as a Spurs fan, you can't complain about the opportunity to win another trophy. Be whatever you want to judge about it. It's a trophy. It's there. It's up for grabs. Spurs are in the competition. And I want to see them try and win it regardless. So, do I like the competition? Absolutely not. But it is what it is, isn't it? And, so Spurs named a strong starting lineup. Tanguy and Ndombele getting his first start under Nuno. First start since April 21st. First start, first appearance maybe. But since April, what happened? Anyone who watches any of my content on this channel will know that I am a huge Ndombele fan. I rate him so highly. I think he's got so much talent. But as we all find ourselves saying, it's up to Ndombele to unlock it, to bring it out more. And a lot of the time we see brilliance, but also a lot of the time we also see the whole sort of shrug your shoulders approach. Maybe some could question lack of attitude. And it's not down to anybody else. It's, different managers have come and gone and we find ourselves with the same issues. And, again, you see flashes of brilliance and we'll get into them later in the match. But I really want Tanguy to succeed at Spurs because I really rate him. I think today he showed what he could do. But we just need to see it more consistently. We need to see it more, on the bigger stages as well, and not just sort of as and when it suits him. But hopefully this will be the start. Hopefully, you never know. But yeah, good to see him in the starting lineup. Bryan Gil as well in the starting lineup, which a lot of people have been asking for, especially after recent games, most notably Crystal Palace. And yeah, I thought very early on Spurs were looking fantastic. Dominant in possession, attacking football, passing it around very nice. You've got Ndombele starting very well. Tricks, flicks, passing, taking the ball with him, running up the field, carrying it. All these traits that he has, and he was doing them. I thought he was playing very well at the start. Bryan Gil as well, very strong at the start. And Spurs were looking really good. And then the goal came and it was perfectly timed. Because as the goal, basically, Tanguy and Ndombele, despite going over on the side, somehow managed to keep the ball in. It found its way to Harry Kane. Harry Kane did a first time flick all the way through to Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura ran up, and then went to cross it to Bergwijn, I believe, and it took a deflection and went in the goal. As Lucas Moura was running up to the goal, I said, this has to go in. This has to be a goal because just of that bit of skill that Ndombele did. And luckily it found its way in. Not the best goal. It's not going to be a goal of the season by any means, but it needed a goal, that move, and I'm glad that it did. It was brilliant work again. Ndombele showing what he can do. When it all looked lost, he managed to pull that one out of the bag. That's what you want. That's what he has in the locker. We just need to see it more regularly. But a brilliant flick from Harry Kane as well. first time, and yeah, Spurs got the goal, and you'd say, based on the run of play, it was deserved, and then we just hit the pause button. We just slowed down. We stopped chasing the ball. Giving players far too much time on the ball. The Rennes players far too much time, and just really took their foot off the pedal. And it was reminiscent of sort of quite a few Mourinho performances last season, actually. And it was just frustrating. And then they got their goal. It's a very well worked goal. Do not take anything away from them for that. But it's one of those, as I'm critiquing Tottenham, as a Tottenham fan, I look at it and go, better closing down. And it's the same for the second goal. We'll get to that. But better closing down. Don't give them that time to get these moves going away. Just too much time. And like I said, it was a well-worked goal. It was a brilliant finish. But, you look at it from our perspective, you go, no, close them down. Don't give them that time. And then Bergwijn got injured. Just to add to the injury list, the unavailable players list, Steven Bergwijn got injured, got subbed off for Højbjerg, I think it was. And then that was kind of it for the first half. Spurs, very much, like I said, started off very strong, got the goal, took the foot off the pedal, let Rennes back in the game. And then we found ourselves kind of just hanging on to a 1-1 draw at that point. Second half began. Lucas, I thought, was really good today. I thought, again, caused a lot of problems, doing a lot of his runs up the inside, which are really, really helpful. And then just got sort of tackled from behind. His ankle got kind of stuck into the player and between the player and the grass, and got injured. And you're sort of looking at it going, are you serious? Are you serious, football gods? Really? Lucas tried to play on. He couldn't. He got subbed. So already in this game, Lucas and Bergwijn both injured. Bergwijn, his ankle that he struggled with anyway, injured on that. Lucas got injured. He tried to play on. That's the only positive I could say. He tried to play on. Maybe he'll just miss the Chelsea game. Who knows? But it kind of sucks, really, doesn't it? One international break and then it all goes to hell. And then, Kane got subbed as well at that point, who had a very quiet game, apart from one shot that I can remember, which was straight at the keeper. The flick, obviously, that set up the goal. A very, very quiet performance from Harry Kane again. Am I hitting panic button right now? No. Because it's Harry Kane. You can't write him off as much as people want to, but you do have a little bit of concern about where is he at really in terms of sharpness and everything. But it's 55 minutes into his battle from the start, and we'll see what happens on Sunday, I guess. But I thought he was quiet again today, really. And then Rennes got their second goal, and I have to massively critique Emerson Royal and Matt Doherty in particular, because again, like I said for the first goal, no closing down. They enabled this opportunity to happen from just giving way too much space. It reminded me of a goal that we conceded in the North London derby at the Emirates last season, where Doherty just afforded too much space. I think it was Tierney or Saka, I can't remember. It was someone on that left side for Arsenal. Gave him way too much space, and they fed it into the box, and Odegaard scored. And it was like, those things can be cut out, and Doherty was right back on that game, and he's not covering himself a lot of glory at the minute. And it was just frustrating to see, because again, you look at it and go, right, come on, it's just simple defending 101. And I don't know, it's frustrating, very frustrating. And then the goal came out of, ironically, from Matt Doherty. Went to cross the ball in. I thought it was an absolutely woeful cross. It was like Sergio Reguilon's against Crystal Palace. It looked like it was going nowhere. And just through sheer luck, the Rennes defender went to tackle it. And it somehow found its way to an unmarked Højbjerg, who took one touch into the bottom corner, which was a really, quick thinking on your feet finish from Højbjerg. Not known for his quick finishing or anything like that, but it was a really good finish, and 2-2 at that point. But I think Spurs overall will, well, Spurs fans, should I say, will be probably still worried about the lack of creativity. Again, Brian Hill and Tanguy Ndombele provided most of it, but again, there was massive spells in that game where Spurs looked absolutely short of any creativity. It is a bit worrying when you think about it. But I don't think it's panic stations yet. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. But star performers today, I've been harping on about them. Tanguy Ndombele, Brian Hill, in particular, I thought they were brilliant. I thought Brian Hill struggled a bit later in the match. I thought he got a little bit tired at that after sort of about 60 odd minutes, but I thought he had a great game personally. Oliver Skip and Højbjerg, I thought as well, were brilliant today. They did their jobs really. Again, not as their best games in their career by any means, but yeah, I thought they had good games. And then, as I said, bad games. I thought Kane, Doherty, even Ben Davies, didn't really cover himself in too much glory today, I don't think. So yeah, that's where we are. 1 point from the opening game. It is what it is, isn't it? That's what we have to keep saying. But yeah, I think there'll be a few worries, again, for creativity reasons. But I think Spurs, having seen how the match played out, probably will take a point. It was quite an even game, very choppy in the second half as well. A lot of people going down, getting injured and things. So, but yeah, we'll go again Sunday. Chelsea, who I am worried about because I think, call me a pessimist, but I think they're going to annihilate us. I think it's going to be needing a defensive masterclass on Sunday, to be honest. And like I said, with injuries and things going on and everything, I don't even know what players are available anymore at this point. So, yeah, we'll see what happens on Sunday. But you can guarantee that I'll be here reacting and reviewing as always. So I will see you guys in the next video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and the notification bell. It really helps me out. And I will see you guys on Sunday. Let me know what you thought about this game, the result, and everything like that down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, come on, you Spurs.